expectations with Mac Jones? Can he keep the Patriots in a contender conversation this year?
I think for me, it's a tough question because as a rookie quarterback, you understand he's going to go through his growing pains. You know defensive coordinators are going to try to trick him and confuse him. And so he didn't really get a big taste of that through the course of the preseason. We know he can throw the football. We know he can process information. And so for me, the answer is going to have to be no. And the answer is no because with young quarterbacks, you expect them to kind of have ebbs and flows through the course of the season. So I don't think Mac Jones is going to go out and play like he played at Alabama. This National Football League is some grown men. I even think about his division. You got Josh Allen, who's probably the king of that division right now. A guy in Tua who's down in Miami who, we don't know if he's going to actually be we know he's going to be the quarterback for the start of the season, but we've heard whispers of him bringing in somebody else. Think about that. And Tua, to me, is better than Mac Jones. And so just the football teams and the caliber of competition he's going to be going up against, I think the Patriots will be a good football team in the long run. I think this is a down-the-road move. Go ahead and let's get this done now. I think Mac Jones did earn this spot, but I think he'll go through some growing pains as every young quarterback does. So I don't at this point. And I don't know if they would have been contenders with Cam Newton either. I just think with Cam Newton, it offers a different style of play that's just a little bit tougher to game plan for. It's the reason, we keep talking about Baltimore, and you won't give our Cleveland Browns the edge over Baltimore, right? Because of that intricate wrangling with the quarterback. So
I respect that, D'Angelo. I really do. One of the hardest things we have to do as a table is the next week we have to predict our playoff teams.
So crazy.
And our Super Bowl picks.
It's fun.
And it's for 6 months on the show. We're in the offseason. Here's the secret. We could hype up every single team. There's no repercussions. At some point, we have to pick 7 in each conference. Yeah. Not everyone can get in. Yeah. And when you pick those 7, there are going to be 9 that are not included. Yep. So are the Patriots in that 7? Well, I think the Bills are winning the division. Okay. So then you got to say they're one of 3 wild card teams. It's a very good division. That to me, you have to make the playoffs to be a contender. Yeah. I think they're contenders.
Yeah.
I really think they're contenders.
You're going to have to leave some teams out, man.
And the truth is, I was talking to an executive from another team, and he's like, they've got a rookie quarterback, a bunch of unknowns on offense, a complete unknown on defense. We don't know a lot of these young guys. We're all expecting them to be great and gel. Stephon Gilmore, Defensive Player of the Year 2 years ago, is not there the first 6 weeks, might never play another snap for them again. How are you picking the Patriots to make the playoffs? Belichick and what they've got, and I just can't see Bill Belichick for 2 years in a row missing the AFC playoffs. D'Angelo, I know you're looking crazy. They have rebuilt that defense, and they get back some guys because look at this young front 7 here. This is what they've got in the front 7, but also some of the young guys they've drafted on D. This is just some of the young guys that they're going to have.
Uche!
In their second years, both Kyle Duggar and Uche are going to take giant leaps. Mac and Barmore was awesome in the preseason game the other night and has been dominating at practice. And then we got Ramondre, who everyone seems to love, is going to play a role. Those aren't guys that you're saying, okay, well, those guys are going to knock out the Chiefs. Those guys are going to knock out the Bills, the Ravens. They're not household names. Those are the guys that are going to have to step up. I, in good faith, cannot keep the Patriots out of the playoff.
I like this, Triggs.
This year.
Yeah, I
think Belichick believes in Mac, and I think they've got something going on up there where they're like, you don't know what we've got. We do. It would have been safe to keep Cam. It would have been safe to keep a lot of these veterans. We're going to be just fine with what we've got in-house. So I'm going to say yes, contenders. Super Bowl, probably not. But I can't count out that coaching staff 2 years in a row.
Good quarterback is now in Florida. They got to the playoffs with all those times. That's a big.
I know.
Yeah, Asante Samuel was popping off yesterday on social media.
What was he saying?
His take was Belichick's nothing without Brady, and this is a former Belichick player. He was getting real saucy. Here's what I would like about the Mac thing. We've talked for months about how the Patriots and the free agents and all the tight ends and everything, that's perfectly built for Cam. It's also perfectly built for a rookie. I mean, it's running game, tight ends, offensive line. That sounds great. That sounds like a great place to move in. Just start rattling off, though. Start rattling off the rookie quarterbacks who have won the division. Let's say you got Dak 5 years ago, and it gets real short.
Tough.
It's like Roethlisberger, maybe years. It doesn't happen.
He didn't even start week 1.
Yeah, he didn't start week 1. This is a week 1 starter, and we're talking about predictions and everything. The Kool-Aid is beautiful right now on Mac. It's cold, it's red, it dyes the spoon when you put it in. Our friend Fred Siegel at Freezing Cold Takes, right around this time of year, he tweets things that people regretted tweeting. All the heat for 1 year that he loves to put out this time of year. Ryan Mallett was incredible.
Yeah.
He looked so good in the preseason. Patriots, huge, tall, hashtag looks the part, makes the throws. He does it every single year. So look, Mac does look incredible. Maybe the most incredible that we've seen. But the idea that he's going to hit the ground running and just 3 touchdowns here perfectly, it's naive. It's very naive. Just look at how many rookie quarterbacks do it. We've seen great ones. How much did we love Herbert last year? How much did we love Baker as a rookie? They don't get to the playoffs. So I say no.
Does he need to? Okay, so, I mean, you're right. Brady didn't do it.
Well, yeah, Brady didn't play as a rookie.
Okay, so let's go back to 2001, because I always, when anything happens to the Patriots, it's like, what's Belichick thinking? Why is he doing this? And I think he's thinking, we've done this before. We've done this before. Tom Brady, 2001, he was inexperienced in a big way.
Second year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but let's play this out, though.
All right.
What did they have him do? Lean on his defense, the run game that we're all talking about. We made it happen. I feel like we think that my point in this is that we think he's such a dominant force and was from the beginning. Mm-hmm. It wasn't true at all. In his first season as a starter, which is I'm not talking rookie, first season as a starter, he managed the game. That's all I need from Mac Jones potentially this year, because we've seen it before. Less than 200 yards a game, 18 touchdowns, 12 picks. Then the 3 playoff wins, he threw a touchdown a game. Come on. No, sorry. In their 3 playoff wins, including the Super Bowl, it was 1 touchdown pass altogether. I read that wrong. That's insane. So the team won because Brady was composed, he was efficient, and that's what I can see Mac Jones doing. So that gives me that sort of Belichick's I can do this before. I did this with Brady back in 2001. The rookie first-year starters, that doesn't really hit me like it hits maybe this table.
Yeah, no, I think there's also something to be learned from that 2001 season. The talk all summer that year was that Brady was playing better than Bledsoe. Bledsoe was a $100 million quarterback. They started Bledsoe, he gets hurt, and then it was like, all right, now's our excuse. We can get him in. I think if he could do it all over again, he might have started Brady week 1 over Bledsoe. And I think when you come back 20 years, it's like Cam is what the... That's how playing him.
They would not have started Brady over Bledsoe as a rookie. What are you talking about? Second year, sure. I mean, that's light years
if he wasn't
apart.
hurt.
Yeah.
See, to me though, the conversation and the indictment isn't on Mac Jones and this team. It's on the rest of the league. It's on the rest of the AFC, the division.
Sure.
That's why I'm not picking them. I think they'll be okay. I think Mac Jones will be really good. Like I said, I think he'll go through his ups and downs as a rookie quarterback does. But to me, I just think the AFC is so deep.
I know.
I just think it's so deep. I don't know how they get in, because if you're saying Buffalo's going to win the division, I
7 spots for the playoffs.
Miami.
You said it yourself.
I mean, now I like Miami a little bit better than I like the Patriots.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
How about Pittsburgh?
Because you don't
Pittsburgh
have that
or the
option
Patriots?
if Cam struggles to bring Mac in. And so that kind of changes that dynamic.
Pittsburgh or the Patriots?
I got Pittsburgh. I got Pittsburgh. I mean, I filled mines out. I had, Peter, doing what you guys were talking, I had to go back and look at my sent folder because I already sent it to NFL.com for my article. Yeah, I already sent my predictions in.
I don't think
So I don't have
Patriots or Dolphins
I don't have
for you. I think Patriots.
I don't believe in the Dolphins right now. I think there's strange things going on in the organization.
Whose defense is better?
We don't know.
Patriots, potentially.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh, no.
Well, without Stephon Gilmore.
Listen, Peter makes a good case about the Gilmore thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's a defensive back.
I know, I get you. Howard, we get it.
At football with 2 of the best corners in the league.
He's a defensive back. He's biased with Byron.
Gilmore ain't going to be out there.
Schrags, why I wasn't that high on the Patriots. Why am I now higher on them because they made this move and put confidence behind a young quarterback? Why am I now they know something we don't? Let me just follow that. Why am I
Because it was a bold move, and you wouldn't do it unless he was awesome. And he's been awesome.
It's compelling.